The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. They go play action. Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Check 26, check 26.
Mills on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raidersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, some strong running. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mills throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Off the play fake, Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make the lead now 26. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Watch the run. Take 4. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Mills on the bootleg. Steps away. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Back 60.
To throw, Mills. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Play action now. Mills rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Foyesade American. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Mills on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Just like that.
Throwing, Mills. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Mills to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert Okwuegbunam, 89 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A 1st down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they might. Must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now Mills. And it's caught. Touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
4th down. Out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll look to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Back to throw.
That's complete. Okuegbunam.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He'll look to throw.
They'll get that complete to Albert O.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you want an onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Second and 2, first down marker at the 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Denver, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.